Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We got to be working on Little Red today. Seth's been complaining about his heater not warming up. I drove it this morning. It's in the mid 30s today, and he is correct. The heater gets warm, it does not get hot. My Jeep, my TJ, it gets hot. So there's something going on with this. We did change the thermostat a long while back, and it did not change anything. This was last year. The thermostat runs at about 200 degrees, maybe 205. Which is perfect. That's where these Jeeps are meant to run at. So we're going to flush the heater core today and see if that helps the situation. So let's get to it. Alright, so my game plan is I'm going to flush the heater core out, and I'm also going to flush the hoses with it. So the inlet hose on this Jeep Wrangler is this top one. It comes off of the thermostat right here, and it goes into the top right here. This is the bigger hose. This hose gets very hot. The lower hose, which is pulled by the water pump, it gets maybe 1/3 as hot as this hose. This hose right here is hard to touch because it's really hot. This, and you just hang on to it and it won't bother you at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to release this hose from here, and I'm going to release the water pump hose from here, and I'm going to back flush it from the water pump hose out this hose. I'm going to try to catch the debris that comes out of this hose in a bucket that's going to be under the Jeep. I don't know that I'll be able to do that. That's going to be my goal. I don't have the correct flush kit for it. I'm just going to do it with what I have here on hand at the time. Okay, so I've got quick connects on my hose and my pressure washer thing. So I've took one of the quick connects. I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to clamp it with this hose clamp that's already on the hose. That should hold it secure, and now I'm going to hook my hose to that. I've got this. The way I've had to connect it is, this is my pressure washer hose, and I'm not going to turn the pressure washer on, of course, but that's the way I'm connecting to that. It does restrict the water flow some, so I'm curious to see how much debris I get out down here. I may just end up having to butt the water hose up against that to get enough pressure on it to flush it out. We'll see. right, that looks pretty cloudy. It did have some debris in it. See all that crud down in the bottom there. I'm gonna do this a few more times and then we'll give it a test run and see what we got. I've got everything put back together. Heater core is flushed. Got some stuff out of it. Don't know if it's enough to make a big difference, but we're fixing to drive it and find out. Gun out here, I'm going to shoot the concrete. Concrete is 39, 40 degrees. Go over here, tripod fell over. About 40 degrees. Let's go in the Jeep now and see how hot it is in the Jeep. All right, I've got the blower next to the high down here. That's high. I'm going to run it right there. I'm going to shoot the vent now. Alright, let's go out here now and let's look at the hoses on the engine and see if that bottom hose has warmed up any. Before it was just very lukewarm. It wasn't cool, but it was not hot at all. And I'm going to see how hot the top hose is and compare it to the lower hose and see if there's going to be a difference there, because the heater core is actually going to cool the water off as it goes through it, because the warm air coming in your cabin is cooling the water off that goes through your heater core. So there's going to be a difference between the hoses. I just want to see if it's as drastic as it was earlier, and I can tell you it's not going to be, because it feels too good in here now. This is hot. All right, I just grabbed both of these hoses with my hands. The top one is considerably hotter, but the bottom one is now uncomfortably hot to hold it. So I'm gonna shoot them. Okay, that top one is showing to be 142. The bottom one coming out is 124, which is to be expected, because like I said, when the air is blowing across your heater core, it is actually cooling the water. So this means that it is actually doing what it's supposed to be doing. Yeah, see that's uncomfortably warm. You can hold it. This top one is to the point you don't want to just hold it on and on. So anyway, the moral of the story, that did fix the heating issue in my son's Jeep. Well guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. We got the Jeep fixed, heater core flush, did the job, and I'm sure it could be flushed a little better than what I did. I just used water. I'm sure there's a chemical you can put in it. The thing is if you remove too much material from the inside of the heater core, you could potentially start a leak. And I believe this may be the original heater core in this 98 model red TJ, and I don't want to start a leak. If it did, it's not the end of the world. They're relatively easy to change out in the Jeep. Got these earbuds. This is open air earbuds, and the reason I wear these right here is so if somebody comes up and talks to me, I can still have my music playing and I can understand every word they're saying. I can hear all my surroundings and my music at the same time. I was not paid to sponsor these earbuds, but if you're working on your vehicle and you like listening to music with earbuds, the ones that plug in your ear canal, you know that you have to stop the music and typically pull them out in order to hear what they're saying. I'll leave a link to these down in the video description below, and you can check these out. They're really cheap, they're not expensive at all, and they work great. The music sounds really good, surprisingly good, and I can hear everything that's going on around me in my environment right now, and that's why I use these now instead of my other earbuds when I'm working on my Jeeps. Y'all, I'm gonna let this be a wrap on this video. Short and sweet video, didn't take too long to do this job at all, and man, it has made a world of difference. Seth will be happy driving this Jeep hunting, driving it to work. He won't be complaining anymore about his heater not heating up to the proper temperatures. I thank y'all for stopping by this week, checking out this video. Y'all come back next time, we'll see what we got going then.
Yeah.